Good morning. Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based here in Washington, D.C. Our clients are all throughout the United States. We help with all types of immigration applications. If you have a question about what you might be eligible for, if you're married, especially to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and you're interested in applying for a green card, give us a call. We can walk you through the process and let you know how our firm can help you prepare an incredibly strong application for your case. Okay. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. For those that are just joining me, say hello. If you're just joining me for the first time, I come on here frequently to talk to you guys about immigration, provide information about immigration. If you have friends or family that might find this conversation interesting, that might benefit from it, please share this post with them. If you're joining me for the first time, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I know we have several people here streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok right now. And if you want to be notified when I'm on again, please go ahead and like us and follow us on our social media platforms. We are Agarwal Immigration, I think on all of them, Agarwal Immigration. So hit that like button, follow button, and you can certainly be notified at that point if I am live again, which I will be, of course, later this week. Okay, so I always start off with the question of the day. All right, and if you have something that you're wondering about immigration, please go ahead and put it in the chat and I will do my best to get to that. Okay, what I'm providing here, just as a heads up, is general information about immigration. If we want to talk about your specific case, what you might be eligible for, please make sure to schedule a consultation. And you can do that by calling our office, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. It's just 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We have clients all over the United States, so we can help you with immigration no matter where you are located. Feel free to call our office to schedule the consultation, and my assistant Sophia will be able to get you on the calendar. Also, if you would prefer, if you can't get to the phone and you want to make that appointment, you can go to our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, and you can also there's a link on the Facebook page, but you can also go on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com, and schedule from there as well. Hi, Flavor. Thank you for watching. And if you have something immigration related, please go ahead and put it in the chat and I'll do my best to get to them. Thanks you guys for joining. It's very exciting to have folks from all over the world, all over the country join us for this conversation today. If you're just getting on, we're talking immigration and providing general information about immigration. If you would like to have a consultation with me, please go ahead and schedule by calling our office. That's the best way right now. We're open, ready to accommodate you. The number is 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation using our Facebook page. There's a link on there, and you can schedule online there, which is our Facebook handle is Agarwal Immigration, and also, of course, our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Okay. All right. So I always start off with our question of the day, and this is something that I think will give you a little bit more insight on different immigration options. And specifically today we're talking about VAWA, right? So VAWA. So what is VAWA? So a lot of folks ask about VAWA. We have a lot of VAWA clients. It's one of our most common types of applications that our firm works on. In our case, what we do is we help people that are married to U.S. citizens or green card holders. They live with their spouse. It's a real marriage. It's not just for immigration. And there's some kind of abuse in that marriage. And most of our clients will qualify also for VAWA and a green card. And the really big thing is that VAWA cases, the fees for a green card based on VAWA have been removed starting April 1st. So if you are thinking about VAWA, this is the time to file, right? We don't know if the rules might change when there's a new president, if there's a new president. So you want to make sure you take advantage of this option now. If you're thinking about VAWA, give us a call. We can have a consultation and we'd be happy to assess your case and let you know the process, the steps involved, because now is the time to file for VAWA. if you are eligible. So you want to make sure you're eligible, number one, before you do that. Hi, Christina. Good morning. Hi, Maluchi. I see some questions. I'm going to get to it. So VAWA is one of the most common types of cases that our firm handles. And one of the questions that comes up, and one of the things that people feel nervous about with VAWA, is what will happen to the spouse, the abusive spouse. Or oftentimes we have parents with a child who's 21 or older that qualifies for VAWA based on sort of rebellious and hurtful behavior sometimes from their child, right? So they can qualify for VAWA as well. We actually just recently had a parent VAWA approved based on emotional abuse, conflict with a child who is 21 or over U.S. citizen. So we have a lot of folks that might qualify that way. Okay, so how does VAWA affect the abuser? And when you're a parent, you don't necessarily want, even if you qualify, you don't want to jeopardize your child, right? We see this very, very often in our VAWA cases where the abuser is your 21 or over U.S. citizen child. Remember, if you can apply for VAWA, you can qualify for a green card completely in the United States, even if you've had an illegal entry. So sometimes people see the benefit of applying for VAWA, but they don't want their child to get in trouble. So how does VAWA affect the abuser? So the answer to this is it does not affect the abuser. This is, number one, a confidential application, right? And it's from your perspective. It's your perspective, how you feel about what is occurring, about the things that are occurring. Of course, we want to be 100% truthful in your case, but it's a confidential petition that does not impact the abuser. And sometimes that abuser is your 21 or over U.S. citizen child. It's confidential. There's no police report. There's nothing necessarily that will be impacting your child. So call us if you would like to talk to us about your VAWA case. I would suggest you schedule a consultation with us. You can do that by calling our office, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. I look forward to talking with many of you for a consultation. Our consultations, if you're just getting on, are done by phone, by Zoom, or in person. Okay, that's phone, Zoom, or in person. Most of our clients choose Zoom because a lot of them are not in this Washington, D.C. area. But if you are in Washington, D.C., come in person. We'd love to meet you in person. However, we can complete the full consultation, give you our thoughts on your case and your eligibility, right? We can do all of that by Zoom or by phone as well. Okay, so you don't need to come here if you don't want to. Okay, great. Hey, Mr. Mohith, thanks for joining. Nice to see you again. Mohith says, I have a VAWA case in Michigan. Can I move it to any other state? So VAWA's petitions are handled by the Nebraska Service Center. So they sometimes get transferred over to Vermont. So if you're filing VAWA in, let's say, immigration court, it's going to be where you are located, right? So you can do a change of venue if you've moved. But other than that, I don't think, it's decided by the service center. All right. I hope that answers your question, Mohit. All right. What types of abuse qualify for a VAWA, right? We're talking about VAWA. What types of abuse qualifies for a VAWA petition? The myth is that you need physical abuse to apply for and receive VAWA protection, and many times VAWA and a green card. Although physical abuse can be helpful in showing abuse, most of our VAWAs are won with emotional abuse only. Right? We win again and again. We're successful in our VAWA cases with emotional abuse only. So it's going to be emotional, psychological, verbal abuse. If there's financial abuse, sometimes there's sexual abuse, right? These are different forms of abuse that are also taken into consideration. Remember, there's no police report for a VAWA. We want to present the facts in a very truthful way. And the declaration prepared by you, right? So our firm will draft it for you after talking to you and doing a very detailed intake where we want you to be truthful and provide as much detail as you can remember, that is the strongest piece of evidence in your VAWA case. And we've been successful many times with our VAWA petitions and subsequent green card applications where there is no physical abuse and the abuse suffered is entirely mental, emotional, psychological, and verbal. Call us for a consultation if you'd like to chat about your VAWA case. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and we help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. We'd love to chat with you for a consultation. Give us a call. My assistant Sophia is waiting right now, and she can help you schedule, or you can go to our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or to our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. All right, great. G says, hi, ma'am, I got the notice that USCIS was able to reuse my fingerprints. When should I get my work permit? Awesome. So about a month or two after you get that notice that USCIS can reuse your fingerprints, that is usually around when you can expect to receive work authorization. If you've applied for travel authorization, we should expect this to come at that same time. Okay, I hope that's helpful. G, I don't know the history of your case, but this is just general. Give us a call if you want to have a consultation. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. G says, thank you. You're welcome. Guys, if you want to be notified when I'm live, make sure to like us and follow us. And of course, if you know others that might be interested in this conversation, please share this post with them. We would love for them to join this conversation next time and maybe get some more clarity on immigration. Okay? All right. How long does it take to renew a 2-year green card? Like, how long does it take to renew a 2-year green card, Christina? That's Christina's question here on TikTok. It actually takes a bit of time. It's been taking over a year, close to 2 years that we are seeing in our firm. Just know that sometimes people that are married that have received that 2-year green card and are now applying to remove conditions and apply for that 10-year green card, right? It's not a renewal, but really an application for that 10-year green card. Some people's marriages don't work out. So they have that 2-year green card, and then by the time they have to apply for that 10-year green card with their spouse, their marriage is not going well. So know that you might still be able to qualify for that 10-year green card. You might be able to apply for it on your own without the help of your spouse. You want to make sure you do it timely so you don't have a disruption in your work authorization or maybe your ability to travel in and out of the US. But you might be able to do it without your spouse if you can show that you entered into the marriage in good faith, that you were really getting married, not just for immigration, but also even if you're not if you're divorced, we can use that. If you're not divorced, then you can show abuse in your marriage by a statement, right? So our firm will help craft that statement for you and make sure we highlight all of the most important facts. We'll do an intake with you, draft that with you, and put that as an exhibit in your application. You can move forward with that 10-year green card application without the help of your spouse. Okay? Give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Michael says, do you do a T visa? Yes, we do. We are working on 4 or 5 right now as we speak. Yes, we do a T visa. T visas that we do are mostly for labor trafficking, right? So people that have had a terrible employment situation since they've been here in the US, people that there are various ways you can argue for a T visa, and we do handle them. So I would say have a consultation with us, Michael, if you would like. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. So I'd love to chat with you more about your immigration cases. I would love to get to know you guys and see what your concerns are and what's holding you back, because having status in the US, having immigration status in the US, especially if you qualify for something, it's really going to not only change your life, but change the life of your future generations as well, your children everyone else around you, right, can breathe easier if they know you're not going to be removed, especially if you are here out of status, if you're here without documentation or you entered the US illegally. Let's see how we can help you get citizenship or get a green card in the United States. Okay. Yasser says, for an abused parent by a United States citizen, for abused parent by a U.S. citizen child, is citizenship after 3 or 5 years, and what evidence is needed to prove VAWA for a VAWA case? Yasser, that's a great question. Citizenship is after 5 years, but if you are not in status, right, you can get a green card usually in about 3 years after we apply. What evidence is needed to prove a VAWA case? VAWA is based on abuse. And sometimes we think of abuse as only physical abuse, but it's not. VAWA takes into account all different sorts of abuse. We've been successful in many cases that have just had emotional, verbal, psychological abuse. And the piece of evidence really for what we do for our clients is we will do an intake call with you. It can be 2 hours or more. We ask you to sit somewhere where it's private, where you can talk freely, and we ask you questions. And your job is to answer those questions truthfully. So we take copious notes, and then we draft a very detailed declaration, which you will review, of course, approve, make changes to if needed, which is the strongest piece of evidence of the abuse in your VAWA petition. Note that most of our clients, this is the only piece of evidence of abuse. It's this statement from you. Of course, our firm helps prepare and make sure we highlight all of the most important facts, but this is the meat. This is sometimes the only evidence of abuse in a VAWA case. All right, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. If you'd like to schedule a consultation with me, please feel free to call our office. Again, 703-348-1663. If it's easier for you, if you're watching right now and you want to go on our Facebook page, we have a link right there for you to schedule a consultation. You can see my availability book right there. And you can also go to our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com, and you can schedule from there as well. Keep in mind, our consultations are by phone, by Zoom, or in person. So most people do by Zoom. You can do whatever works for you. If you're not comfortable with Zoom, totally okay. We can do it by phone. Or if you want to come in person, of course, I'm always happy to see my clients in person. It's one of the things I look forward to in this job. All right, great. I think I got most of your questions here on YouTube and Facebook. You guys, I'm going to switch over to TikTok and see what they have here. Oh, thank you, Neha, for following us. Just another reminder, guys, follow us, like us if you want to be notified when I'm on live, but also share this with others if you think they want to be part of this conversation. I always love for more folks to join and learn about immigration. I am an immigration attorney based in Washington, D.C. Immigration laws are the same all throughout the United States, so we can help you no matter where you are in the U.S. You don't need an attorney where you are located unless that's your preference. Of course, you can do that. But we have clients spread out all throughout the United States. I'm going to say, find the attorney, find that team that you're going to be the most comfortable with, because some of these cases can take quite a bit of time, can take 2 years, 3 years, sometimes longer, right? So you want to make sure that the attorney is accessible, that you can call, you can ask your questions, right? That the team is following up with you, the team is being proactive with you. And these are all of the things that make our firm, really great, because we have such a strong team supporting you guys, supporting your applications. All right. And Deval is saying, in 2024, USCIS is going to fast processing or not for renewal of a green card. Right now, they do issue those receipt notices that are valid for 5 years. So I don't know if that's fast processing or not, but that's what they're issuing currently. Great, big beans. What a good question. What does the LCA process look like? The general overview would be amazing. So the LCA, so the labor condition application, is part of the H-1B petition, right? So H-1B, for those of you that are not familiar, is usually it's most people that work in the U.S. temporarily, and if they have a bachelor's degree or higher, they usually have an H-1B. So most of the time, it's students that just got selected in the H-1B lottery that can submit their full H-1B application. So the LCA is part of that process, and it essentially makes sure that the company promises to take care of you. If you are the person that is applying for the H-1B, the company has to promise the government they're going to pay you what the Department of Labor has stated that the minimum wage is for that position in that location, right? So there's rules on that. Many times, if you're doing an H-1B, many times our clients have to give this person a raise even just because those wages are based on a lot of research, and the client has to essentially show that U.S. workers won't be harmed by the presence of this person, this foreign national being employed in the U.S. So one of the things they are required to do, employers, H-1B employers, is to show that they're paying what the Department of Labor has stated already is the wage for that region and that position. Okay? So part of what we do as attorneys is to do the research on the position, figure out what exactly they need to be paid, and then talk to the employer about a raise if necessary that's going to increase approval chances for an H-1B application. All right, I hope that helps you. Give us a call if we can help you with your immigration applications, or even with an H-1B. If you've been selected, congratulations. You can call us at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page. Agarwal Immigration is the handle. We're also on TikTok. We are on YouTube right now. We also have an Instagram account, so please follow us and like us on all our social media platforms. I would love to chat with you more about your immigration cases through a consultation. Call us now, and we can certainly help you schedule that now if that is of interest to you guys. Okay. Kirk says, I'm working in Nashville, Tennessee in the hotel industry, and I've been mistreated if I don't have proof for a T visa. Absolutely, Kirk. That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked that. Call us for a consultation, right? So most people with a T visa don't necessarily have proof of mistreatment. So the proof of mistreatment is really your statement, and then we work with you to help draft that. So we'll do an intake with you, and we'll help draft that statement. The only proof really that could be helpful is proof that you were employed there, and that could be pay stubs if you have it. Many people are paid with cash. That's okay. If you have any other proof, that's also very helpful. But most people do. Not a ton is required, frankly, because a lot of times people are mistreated and they're paid under the table in cash. There's not really a record. So don't worry about that. We will help you figure out what evidence best suits your situation. All right. Call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based in Washington, D.C., but my clients are all throughout the United States, and we help with all types of immigration applications. Okay? Great. I have a combo card and I want to go to Mexico. Any risk of returning? This is Armando. I hope you're still on for this question. So I have a combo card and I want to go to Mexico. Any risk of returning? So combo card, guys, refers to a combination card that is a work permit and a travel document, right? So you usually receive this when you apply for a green card, and while the green card is being processed, you can also apply for your work permit and your travel authorization, which is what lots of folks do when they first apply for a green card. So is there any risk? So first, if it's a VAWA case, for example, we do advise our clients not to travel until after we receive the green card. Many of our clients don't listen to me and do it anyway, but I'm going to tell you not to travel if you have a criminal charge or a criminal conviction. I would say any criminal charge or criminal conviction, just to be safe. But of course, if you've been convicted, you've had a suspended sentence, even of 6 months or more, I would be very careful about traveling out. Also, if you've ever been in removal proceedings, I would not travel as well, okay, on this combo card. I hope that's helpful. I don't know your particular situation, but that is my advice. All right, guys. I hope that is helpful. And let me know if you have any additional questions. If you'd like to schedule a consultation, please feel free to call our office, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Can only women qualify to petition under VAWA? Guys, can only women qualify to petition under VAWA? That is kind of a misnomer. VAWA stands for Violence Against Women Act, but it offers protections to both men and women. It offers protections to parents of a U.S. citizen child. It offers protections to someone who's married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder that won't be sponsoring them or that is controlling or otherwise abusive, right? And it also offers protection to kids of green card holders or U.S. citizens under 21 that may also be experiencing emotional, psychological, or physical abuse. Give us a call. If we can help you, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney helping clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. All right, I am going to scan through. Oops, sorry. I think I've gotten to most questions. If I missed your question, please make sure to follow us and like us. I will be on again. And here's a little trick: if you guys want to come on Facebook and YouTube, there are far fewer questions, so it's easier for me. To sift through them. Geetha Sharma, and this is my last question today, says, my daughter is a U.S. citizen. Can she file for me? Maybe, right? Maybe, if she's 21. So most of the time your child has, well, all the time, if your child is a sponsor, they have to be 21 or over. Depending on your form of entry, you might have to qualify for VAWA or a different way to apply for that green card. So give us a call. Just because your child is a U.S. citizen, it might be a little bit difficult, but when they're 21, they may be eligible to do that for you. Okay, give us a call. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and I look forward to meeting many of you for a consultation. Check out our website, check out our Facebook page, or call our office, 703-348-1663. And a final reminder, if you want to see me on again live, make sure to follow us and like us. Share this post with others. Our handle is Agarwal Immigration on all the platforms. Thank you, guys. Happy Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you again this week, okay? Have a great day. Bye.